Welcome to the Midnight Burn. Tonight, we're diving into a theory so explosive it could rewrite history. A theory about a drifter with ice blue eyes and blood on his hands. A theory that suggests O.J. Simpson didn't act alone, or maybe didn't act at all. The cross-country killer. His name was Glenn Edward Rogers, but the media called him the cross-country killer and the Casanova killer. From Mississippi state fairs to Louisiana backroads, Rogers carved a path of terror across the American South in the early 1990s. With his scraggly beard, long blonde hair, and those haunting blue eyes, he charmed his way into bars and into the lives of women who would never live to see another sunrise. Rogers didn't just kill, he butchered. Every single victim was stabbed to death, every single one. And here's where things get interesting. Rogers was arrested in November 1995, just months after the Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman murders that captivated the world, but Rogers lived with a secret that ate at him for years. His brother Glenn had told him something that would change everything we thought we knew about June 12, 1994. According to ABC News, Clay Rogers said he is absolutely certain that my brother killed Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman, and Glenn had confessed it to him directly. But this wasn't just a random killing. Clay claims Glenn told him, "They've got money, they're well off, and I'm taking her down." Glenn Rogers wasn't just some drifter who stumbled upon Nicole and Ron. He was working as a house painter in the Brentwood area. He had access, he had opportunity, and according to his own family, he had motive. The evidence that doesn't add up. Criminal profiler Anthony Maioli spent years corresponding with Glenn Rogers on death row, and what he discovered should chill you to the bone. Rogers didn't just confess, he provided details, intimate, horrifying details. Rogers told Maioli that O.J. Simpson had hired him to break into Nicole's condo to steal expensive jewelry worth $20,000. But here's the kicker. Simpson allegedly told Rogers he might have to kill if things went wrong. "You may have to kill the bitch," Rogers claimed Simpson said.
Got a little loud, and by that time, Nicole had come out, and we started having words about who is this guy, why is he here, what's going on.
And she says, "This is my house, get the F out of here."
Yes, and which I didn't like because, once again, this is the same person, and if you read the book, you'll see some things that happened in the 2 weeks leading up to this that were very, very irritating, and I think Charlie had followed this guy in, wanted to make sure there was no problem, and he brought the knife. As things got heated, I just remember Nicole fell and hurt herself. And this guy kind of got into a karate thing. And I said, "Well, you think you can kick my ass?" And I remember I grabbed a knife. I do remember that portion, taking a knife from Charlie. And to be honest, after that, I don't remember. Except I'm standing there and there's all kind of stuff around and
What kind of stuff?
blood and stuff around. I hate to say this, but this is hypothetical. I'm sorry.
Right.
I know we got to back up again.
Right. It's okay. I'm going to back up.
This is hard.
This is hard. I know. I'm going to back up to
try to make people think that I'm. No.
I know. You wrote in the book, "I had never seen so much blood in my life."
Yes.
You're covered, the scene. Can you describe it?
It's hard for me to describe it, I'm telling you. I don't think any two people could be murdered the way they were without everybody being covered in blood. And of course, I think we've all seen the grisly pictures after. So yeah, I think everything would have been covered in blood.
But wait, there's more. Rogers drove a white pickup truck for his construction work. Witnesses reported seeing a white pickup truck near Nicole's Brentwood home the night of the murders. Coincidence? Maybe. But when you start connecting the dots, a terrifying picture emerges. The gold angel pin. This detail will haunt you. The day after Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman were found slaughtered, Glenn Rogers mailed his mother a gold angel pin with a diamond. His mother wore that pin to his murder trial in Florida, never knowing its dark origin. Rogers later wrote to profiler Maioli, claiming he had stolen the pin from Nicole's body. "It's something everyone missed," he wrote. "Think about that. While the world watched O.J. Simpson in his white Bronco, the real killer might have been mailing murder trophies to his mother." The paintings of a killer. Rogers didn't just confess through letters. He sent Maioli paintings. disturbing artwork that seemed to hint at the Simpson-Goldman murders. One painting allegedly depicted the murder weapon used in the killings. These weren't random doodles from a bored inmate, these were confessions painted in oil and blood. The alias and the access Norman Pardo, once part of O.J. Simpson's inner circle, made explosive claims in his 2019 documentary Who Killed Nicole. Pardo alleged that Rogers was in Los Angeles using the alias James Peters, the name of a man Rogers had allegedly murdered. Under this false identity, Rogers supposedly got close to Nicole as a house painter, giving him intimate knowledge of her home, her routines, her vulnerabilities. The evidence they don't want you to see. Here's what should terrify you. There was a second set of bloody footprints at the crime scene. Footprints that didn't match O.J. Simpson. Footprints that have never been identified. Who do they belong to? Rogers specialized in a brutal killing method known as the Colombian necktie, a signature move that matched the extreme violence inflicted on Nicole and Ron. His victim profile? Red-haired, petite women. Women who looked exactly like Nicole Brown Simpson. The unanswered questions. Why would Glenn Rogers confess to murders he didn't commit? Why would he send detailed letters and paintings about crimes that weren't his? Why would his own brother believe him capable of such horror? And here's the most chilling question of all. If Glenn Rogers killed Nicole and Ron, was O.J. Simpson there? Did he watch it happen? Did he hire Rogers to steal jewelry and then stand by while two innocent people were butchered? Maybe that's why O.J. was always so adamant about his innocence. Maybe he wasn't lying when he said he didn't do it. Maybe Glenn Rogers did the killing and O.J. just watched his life implode for crimes he didn't technically commit. The truth in the shadows. Tonight, we've explored a theory that could change everything. A theory about a serial killer who bragged about the crime of the century while the world focused on the wrong man. We've looked at evidence, confessions, and connections that paint a picture darker than anything Hollywood could imagine. Sometimes the truth is darker than the lie, and sometimes the monster hiding in plain sight is the one nobody suspected. Here on Themidnightburn, we've done into missing person cases, mysteries, and cases no one has even heard of. We've done high-profile cases such as the John Benet Ramsey case. We've also explored the dark facts that support the narrative that Garth Brooks could potentially be a serial killer. I urge you to watch some of those videos. Comment what you would like to see next. I'm thinking hard about a podcast/hotline to phone in your thoughts about certain topics. Tell me what you think. Don't forget to like this video and repost it if you enjoy the content. I really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. Until next time, catch the dice. Stay rolling.